Hey gamers, welcome back. TeaMamba here. Today is a very special day and a very special video. Actually, we managed to reach some amazing milestone, 200 subscribers. But actually, as for today, it's already even more. It's 230 amazing subscribers on my channel, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, we're celebrating today this amazing milestone. I couldn't be more happy and more grateful for each of you, and thank you so much for all of your support. And I'm so happy to be in our gaming squad. I feel like I belong to our community, and yeah, I feel so happy to do what I do every day. This is playing games and sharing this experience with you guys. So yeah, for today's video, in order to kind of celebrate this amazing milestone, I would like to make a small Q&A and answer some questions that you ask. Some of you asked really amazing questions, and for me personally it's very interesting to share the answers for those questions, and I hope it will be interesting for you. So let's jump into it. So the first question is asked by a real gamer Pile. Hi buddy. Awesome man, by the way. So he's asking, what is the first game you can remember playing and what got you hooked on it? So that's a really good question. To be honest, I think as far as I remember my life, I've been gaming for for so many years, and since early childhood. The game which kind of which I associate with me being like this, with me understanding that gaming is something which I really enjoy and which is kind of my passion in a way, or really my big hobby. I think that was the game called Full Throttle. This is a game which was made, oh my god, if I'm not mistaken, in 1994 or 1995. It's like 2D game, point and click game about a motorcycle gang who were like kind of doing some adventures and like being responsible for the city, and were fighting against some bad gangs and so on. It was such an absolutely brilliant script made for that game. It was so humorous. It was absolutely amazing in terms of the dialogues, the cutscenes, the graphics, how the main characters were drawn. I remember I was so obsessed with it. So the main character name was Ben. If you don't know this game, Full Throttle, it's yeah, it's like so cool. They had these motorcycles in the game, like kind of Harley Davidson type, which made it so like, you know, funky, quirky. It was like, oh my god, that was absolutely amazing. And yeah, I love that game. I remember I had a birthday, I think it was my 9th or 10th birthday, I don't remember exactly. And I remember one of my friends came to my, bunch of friends came to my home to celebrate my birthday, and one of them gave me this game on a disc. It was like a kind of, yeah, CD disc basically. And at that time I had my first computer, this huge white computer. It was like Windows 1998 which, you know, that computer which like barely was processing and could upload like for ages one page or like one game. But anyway, this Full Throttle gave me that kind of, yeah, boost, and like absolutely immersed me into the world of gaming. That was like amazing. This is the first game where I understood that that's it. I'm obsessed. I can't leave the computer, so I don't know, spend like hours playing it before I discovered other games. So another question is, so Spartan85 asks, what's the first game you ever played and the most memorable game? So this is Full Throttle is one of the most memorable games, but it was not the first one. Actually, the first one I played on console. I was obsessed before discovering Full Throttle, and during that time I was obsessed with my console. I had Super Nintendo, My father was he brought me Super Nintendo when I was about 5, I think. It was really little, and I think he regretted it at some point because he just could not drag me from that console. I was absolutely glued to my Super Nintendo. I didn't want to leave. Every morning started with the Super Nintendo. I just woke up before breakfast, before brushing my teeth, I straight away went and played games on Super Nintendo. So, and most memorable game on that Super Nintendo console was Donkey Kong Country. I think I spent like, if not hours, then days playing it, because I replayed it several times at some point, and yeah, that was like absolutely, absolutely terrific. I was absolutely amazed by that game, and yeah, that was the moment actually when I understood that I have some obsession with games. Yeah. So another question, Flaky, hi buddy. Flaky asks, yeah, so actually he asked a similar question. He asks, what was the first game you remember you played, or what game introduced you to gaming? And what game made you realize that you really liked playing games? Yeah, so this is pretty much, my previous answers answering these questions. Really good question, by the way. And as you see, the most asked question. So yeah, I would say in a very early childhood, it was Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo, and then Full Throttle as a first game on my PC. No, not PC, sorry, it was actually just a computer, a huge computer, yeah. It wasn't called PC at the time. Okay, so moving on. Another amazing matey and buddy 50 pence gaming asking, what was your first gaming console? Again, repeating myself. Yeah, no, to be honest, Super Nintendo was not my first gaming console. It's a very good question as well, because I remember the very first gaming console was actually Nintendo, but not 64, nothing like that. It's just before the very first Nintendo on the market. It was black color, I think, and it had such a pistol. Oh, I can't believe it was like early 90s or something. It was a pistol, and you could shoot like ducks. There was a doggy who like was barking and then running, and then there was a duck flying from the grass, and you had such a pistol, and you could shoot like boom boom, and you could kill the ducks on TV, which like blew my mind. I couldn't understand how this pistol is connected to the TV. It was like, whoa, what's happening? It was Nintendo, yeah. And I wasn't owning that console. I remember that we borrowed the console for a couple of weeks from some of our neighbors or something. And at that point, maybe because we just borrowed for a couple of weeks, I was very excited, but unfortunately I couldn't get so obsessed with it. So my like real passion started when my father actually bought me Super Nintendo. Yeah, that's what that. So anyway, moving on. Another question. So for me, hi buddy. For me asks, what is your favorite genre of video game and why? Oh, that's a brilliant question, and it's really hard to answer shortly. So what is your favorite genre of video game and why? You know, it's been shifting. Some years back in the day, I was really into multiplayer, so I used to play lots of Call of Duty, especially when the franchise Modern Warfare 2. And I was doing really well. I remember those multiplayer 30 kills. I did it so easily. I was running like at some point. I knew maps. At some point in Modern Warfare 2, I knew maps so well that basically I was running around so fast. I knew the paths where the other gamers were running very often. So I all the time put behind me some bombs. If I'm not mistaken, was it bombs or grenades? No, bombs, yeah. you could, and then I could hear like boom, boom, and it was like plus 300 or something like that. That's another kill. And I was also very good with knives, so I knew some corners where the people were all the time hanging out or like running through. So I would like knifing lots of people, and yeah, and then shooting basically. So yeah, and it was easy for me to make those 30 kills, and yeah. For some months, I was like, maybe around a year, I was really obsessed with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Then, kind of, I switched. It's not that I switched, but I've been always into horror genre games. So I remember in parallel with playing Call of Duty, I played Heavy Rain at the time. And if some of you may know, Heavy Rain is like a thriller horror. It's not horror, I would say it's thriller. It's detective thriller, action thriller, and with a very interesting gaming mechanics based on Fahrenheit from 90s. So Heavy Rain is like, yeah, basically on Heavy Rain, like for example, if you know Until Dawn was based also on Heavy Rain. Yeah. So it's like a mechanics when you need to make fast choices, very strategic decisions, each decision will impact your ending ending, because like there were multiple endings. I think in Heavy Rain it was like 20 endings anyway. So yeah, so in parallel of Call of Duty I played these kind of games, but then I more and more actually I'm stuck to the horror games, and till now, yeah, I think the most the genre which I've been playing most frequently is horror or thriller horror. So like some games like Heavy Rain, Until Dawn, Alien Isolation, Resident Evil. So yeah, these are the games like I'm absolutely obsessed with. I don't know why. I'm scared to play them. The jump scares get me every time, but despite that, I don't know. I get some feeling of adrenaline, and I feel really excited. Yeah. So I don't know. I think yeah, horror thriller or a thriller adventure or thriller action or horror action, something like that. So not necessarily horror. It could be like a combination of mysterious game with horror elements, or thriller with horror elements, or just thriller with mysterious elements, something like that, if it makes sense. Yeah. However, to be honest, I tried every single type of game. I tried in my life every genre. Why I stick to the horror. It's not happened like, oh, I discovered horror, and I tried other games as well. Like I tried strategy, I tried RPG. Unfortunately, I suck at RPG. I'm really bad at RPG. And the whole concept maybe is not like very relevant to my liking. I don't know. I know there are some amazing RPG games, but it's just not my thing. I have nothing against like RPG, but I don't play them that much. Strategy as well. It's kind of again those like strategy from when you look from above. It's kind of tricky for me. Yeah, so I tried some strategy games. I actually love this genre, but I'm not very good at it, so I don't kind of touch them. I touch them or play in my spare time, but maybe I will not be recording them. Yeah. So yeah, and I'm maybe not so much anymore into shooters. However, I used to be like quite fond of shooters back in the day. Maybe I'll come back to them, I don't know. Okay, moving on. The next question is from Judo Cruise Gaming. Hey matey! Awesome person, by the way. So, what made you want to start doing YouTube videos? I'm curious to hear the answer. Oh, thank you matey for this question. To be honest, I've been following some gaming YouTubers for quite a few years, and I was thinking, I was so excited. I was thinking, Jesus, I can't believe like gamers can play games and like share this experience with others. I mean, back in the day when I started gaming, the only people who you could share the gaming were like your neighbors or like some guys or friends in your neighborhood, especially in 90s. Like, the children you hang out with, it was like such a unique thing. When consoles like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, or then Sega appeared, there was children were like, whoa, there was like blew our mind. But pretty much you could share this not in communities, but like in your close friendship circle. So this amazes me what YouTube, what chances YouTube gives to gamers. And I was thinking that, I just thought to myself, it's been a passion of mine. Apart from other hobbies which I have, it was one of my main hobbies throughout all my life, and I thought, why not? I mean, if I've been doing this, I know games, I know, like, I can, first I thought, actually, before making Let's Plays, I thought maybe I should be like a game reviewer, because I can review games. I have like my expertise opinion on some of the games, and I think this is, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert, but like my nerdy opinion at least. Yeah, so I just was thinking, I enjoy it. This is something I enjoy, and I think when you enjoy doing something, it's like you're producing some positive vibes. And I thought, why not sharing those positive vibes with other people who also enjoy doing this and watching this, and just exchange this experience, because pretty much, to be honest, like, I don't say that gaming is gender related, no, not at all, but I mean, like, I don't have so many like female friends like who love gaming, and the only like girl which I know which obsessed with gaming is my younger sister. She's a brilliant gamer. She's like, but she's more like a community of like League of Legends game, amazing community, by the way. So some other types of preferences in gaming, and I was thinking, oh man, I just want to share, and I want to, for me, maybe it's the online community is a bit easy to share, and it has so many opportunities. And in real life, like in my normal life, then I can't say. Of course, I have like a couple of some friends which play games, but they're not as obsessed. Some of them are, but and in the online community, it's easy, I think, to reach out to those people who are really obsessed with gaming and who can discuss the games on the level that you are ready to discuss them, like on this nerdy, deep level kind of obsession of games. So if you know, I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. So anyway, okay, moving on. Next question, asked by Disaster Nerds Gaming. Hey, Mickey. He asks, I have a question. How can my feet smell if they don't have a nose? Moving on. Sorry. Next question. Set Play Gaming asking, what are your top 3 movies? Okay, so not gaming related question. That's good. Actually, good question, because I'm a huge movie nerd. Apart from gaming, movies is the area which I can discuss for ages. I can literally talk for hours, if not days, about movies, my favorite movies. There are lots of them which I really like. I can discuss for endlessly. But I will pick up 3 off top of my mind, which I find really amazing. So the first one is actually Forrest Gump. I think most of you know this film with Tom Hanks. Not only I do think that Tom Hanks is a brilliant actor, but I think the concept of this film is teaching us of how to be kind, how to be accepting and non-judgmental, and just to love people regardless anything. It's a very kind movie. It's a very educative movie in terms of how to love people, how to love humans, how to love each other, to respect each other. I think there's a very deep philosophy in that. So it's actually directed by a great director, Robert Zemeckis. I love him, actually. The guy who made Back to the Future, by the way. Yeah. So Forrest Gump was made in 1994. Basically, like, if shortly, so Forrest, the name of the main character, it's a man with a low IQ who recounts the early years of his life when he found himself in the middle of key historical events. All he wants now is to be reunited with his childhood sweetheart Jenny. This is a lovely movie. This is lots of love, lots of kindness in there, and I love it. The second movie is A Beautiful Mind, starring Russell Crowe, another actor which I really like. Russell Crowe, you know, the one who played in Gladiator. So Beautiful Mind is a maybe, I would say it's non-typical role for Russell Crowe, but I think he did a brilliant job and presented himself as a very diverse actor with diverse capabilities. Basically, Beautiful Mind is American. It's a biographical drama based on the life of the American mathematician John Nash, Nobel laureate in economics and Abel Prize winner. So basically John Nash was a genius, but as we know, like every genius might have some hard time with other aspects of life. So being genius in one part of life, like it might like drag something from other parts of life. So basically he had some slight kind of mental disorder. He saw people, or he saw like several people always following him, and he was talking to them. Of course it was like imaginary people, but despite that delusions and stuff, he made perfectly his career. He had a family, he had a wife and child, and he was very happy, and he was a genius person. So I mean, this film is about I think it's kind of shows the human nature, the diversity of human nature again, and how the complexity, not even diversity, the complexity of human nature, and how it is to be a genius. So Russell Crowe did a brilliant job on that, and again, this film is teaching us. It's not only like entertaining; it's very educative in terms of how to accept human nature, and and how to just respect some parts of the human, of the personality. You know, I don't know if I make sense. Check it out anyway. And the third film, it's Melancholia of 2011. It's a science fiction drama film written and directed by Lars von Trier. It's a cool director. And starring Kirsten Dunst, Charlotte Gainsbourg. Charlotte Gainsbourg is brilliant actress. She's a genius actress. And Kiefer Sutherland, as well as Alexander Skarsgård. Alexander Skarsgård is the son of that famous Skarsgård guy who has, I think, 4 or 5 children. All this Skarsgård family, by the way, huge respect. They are all brilliant actors, just brilliant actors, all of them. One of the brothers starred in, I think, in series Vikings, if I'm not mistaken, and others like in multiple. Alexander Skarsgård was starring in many films. Their father is brilliant actor, absolutely genius actor, starring in also in multiple films. So anyways, the Melancholia, short overview of what is happening there. So basically the lives of sisters Justine and Claire get entangled when they discover that Earth is about to collide with an enormous planet called Melancholia. So basically, I think this film, if you watch it, it might be in a way relevant to 2020, because there's like, you can see there's absolutely stunning views in that film, by the way, how it's directed, how it's presented, how the montage is made is just absolutely terrific. So basically this unknown planet Melancholia is kind of approaching Earth, and people are lost. There's lots of uncertainty. They don't know what to expect. What will happen when this unknown planet will reach the Earth? What will happen? Will it pass, or will it like bump into Earth and stuff? So people are scared. People are becoming a bit depressed. So it's kind of, when I actually think of 2020 in this current situation that we are living in, I think I always remember Melancholia film, because we're also like living in a sense of like a feeling of uncertainty and what's going on, happen tomorrow and whatnot, you know, like, and some people feel a bit lost and so on. So, and depressed, of course, obviously. Melancholia is a bit depressing movie, but I mean, this is not an easy movie to watch, but this is the kind of movie which when you know, I don't know for you, but sometimes I have such a mood which I need when I need to watch something a bit depressing. I don't know if it makes sense, but a bit depressing or a bit like philosophical, or something when you need to reflect on, kind of. So this is a brilliant movie. If you have time, Lars von Trier, absolutely huge respect, genius director. Melancholia, 10 out of 10 on my movie nerd scale. So check it out. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, moving on. Oh, geez, it's already 25 minutes. Okay. So, next question is asked by Pixelwald. The Pixelwald. Hey, matey. So, the question is, hello, what do you like most about being a content creator? Oh my god, actually I'm just starting, to be honest. Like, I'm still figuring out what I do right or what I do wrong. But what I like is communication. Even though I'm introvert, as most of you already know, I'm introvert. For me it's like not easy to communicate, kind of like with all people, you know. But I think when you're in your community and when you're surrounded by like-minded people as a creator, this is so gratifying. Gratifying, is this the right word? Gratifying, because like you feel the part of the people who understand you, kind of, and who accept you with all your nerdiness and introverted type of thing. And like, you know, what I like is that being a content creator and with those social media possibilities and the possibilities to reach out to people with similar interests, I think it's the most favorable part is just to share these positive vibes with you guys, you know. It's sharing and being understanding that if you are a quirky nerd, that's not a problem. You still like you find good friends. You just enjoy the whole experience, you know. You exchange opinions, you exchange these vibes. So exchanging the vibes, I think, and being belonging and feeling that you belong to your community, that you belong really to this type of thing, you know, kind of gaming and just being in this community. I think this is the most enjoyable part for me. Thank you so much, by the way. So next question, Hillman bro. Hi. He's asking, Hillman asking, so other than horror games, what are your favorite to play? Point and click, especially even point and click, especially the ones is 2D, and the, you know, that kind of trend when they make point and clicks, even they are made like in 2017, 2018, but they're pixely. The pixely point and clicks, like old schoolish, old stylish, like from 90s kind of style point and clicks are my absolute favorite. I just love them. I really love them. I don't know, I so enjoy playing them. Maybe it's associations with my childhood, like Full Throttle time, but yeah, I just love, obsessed with point and click. Also, I love indie. So indie again, like I love the graphics of indie games with like 2D style, like old schoolish style, with those like pixely characters, quirky, funky, with good music. Usually those point and clicks or 2D indie horrors or indie games, they are supported by very good sound design, because they like balance this simple graphics with this really good sound design, which again, oh man, this is my favorite. Yeah, so apart from horror, indie, simulator, some of the simulators, like you've been already seeing it, not for broadcast, it's kind of simulator game. Yeah, so yeah, indie simulator and point and click. Moving on. So Grim Reaps, hey bro, Grim Reaps asking, if you could visit one place in America, where would you go and why? That's a good question. I've never been to America actually, but I think, you know, my nerdy nature likes adventures in amusement park. So if I go to USA, I will go to the biggest amusement park. I'm not sure in which state there's a most popular amusement park. Probably in California, if I'm not mistaken, in Los Angeles or somewhere in California, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I will go to the biggest and the coolest amusement park in USA. I know they have ones, and straight away, straight after my plane lands, I will go to the amusement park when the borders are open. Yes, this will be my first one. And the last question for today, almost 30 minutes. Monodos, James Cantu, his name is. Hey buddy, thank you for your question. He is asking, hey TeaMamba, what is your favorite achievement in life? Like, what do you yourself feel proud of? Ooh, this is a deep question and not easy to answer, but I think that what I'm proud of. I think I'm proud of the biggest achievement, to be honest, for me personally, is feeling fulfilled. I don't know if it makes sense, but kind of this feeling of fulfillment and accepting yourself as who you are. With all your pluses and minuses, all of us are not ideal, but as long as we can accept ourselves as who we are, makes life so much easier, and makes so easy to find more friends, find the right people in your life, surround yourself with the like-minded people. So yeah, the biggest achievement for me throughout my life as a pretty introverted and pretty nerdy person, it's to accept myself with all my strength and with all my weaknesses. So yeah, this is my biggest achievement, which I'm really proud of, and which makes me fulfilled inside and happy. Yeah, so yeah, that's the key. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Guys, it's 31 minutes. My god, I'm thinking, for an introvert, I'm talking so much. But I just wanted to tell about you as much as possible. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you endlessly for all your support. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for each and one of you, and I'm happy. I'm happy to be in our gaming squad. I'm happy to be in touch with you guys. I'm happy to share my thoughts with you, and yeah, I'm just happy. So yeah, I'm just happy to be part of all of this, of our community. This makes me, fulfilled, even more fulfilled. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. And yeah, thank you so much for this reaching together this amazing milestone, 230 subscribers. This is crazy. This is crazy. I still can't believe it. Yeah. So please take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next, most likely, gaming video. Yeah. Okay. So, see you soon. Bye!